time. So I know some people think that you cannot have it all. And my husband sometimes kind of like, he's like, hey, babe, that's not going to work. I was like, you don't understand. I'm a have-it-all girl. And I want to have a great family. I want to have a great business. I want to know my value. I want to bring the value to my community. And I think it's all possible. You don't have to pick and choose that, oh, should I be a businesswoman? Or should I be a mom? Should I be a wife? Like, why won't you have it all? So if you guys believe this concept, or just share with me, what do you think is possible? And if you are a have-it-all girl, how do you do that? Because what are the challenges and obstacles, at the same time, how you make it happen?
Well, I'll start. I'm a mom, like I said, of a 12-year-old little boy and 2 grown stepdaughters. And I decided a long time ago, before I even had children, that I wanted to be able to have it all. I wanted to be able to work from home because I didn't want the life of putting my child in daycare if I could possibly do that. And a lot of people will tell you that that isn't something that's possible. If you want to work hard and make a lot of money so that you can have a nice life, both parents have to work outside of the home and all the kids have to go to daycare, and I didn't want that. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was going to find a way. And I'm also not somebody who can work for somebody, but I work really well with everybody. So I just knew that I had to figure out a way to do that. And network marketing, like I said, we fell into on accident, but it's been the best dream come true because it's exactly what I had been trying to bring into my life, my whole life, by saying that to myself, not realizing it would be network marketing where we fell. But after now being in this business for 5 years, we have a big team, and we talk about this all the time to them. Moms have a big role. We have, the kids to get up and get ready for school. We have the sports. We have the husbands. Sometimes they take a little bit of work too. And we have a lot of responsibilities. You want to be a business owner on top of that, you definitely have to step up your A game. You have to be on top of it and ready to run on all cylinders all the time. And that's just how it goes. But at the end of the day, you know that you can have whatever you want if you're just willing to put all of that in. So all those moms, the single moms, the ready-to-be moms out there, I applaud you. We have one of the hardest jobs in the world maintaining all of that, and we're all trying to grow a huge business, right? Hats off to you.
Yeah. So I'd like to share a super fast story. I asked my 3 kids before I came here, just for some of their insight as to what it was like to be a network marketing baby to adult. When I started my business, they were 1, 3, and 8. And my middle daughter reminded me about something that I'd like to share, because I think one of the things that we struggle with most is mom guilt. And this story may impact you, including the men, because men sponsor women. So, girl power, yes, but men sponsor women. So, we have a message for you as well. Anyway, super fast story. My daughter, I live in New York. My daughter moved to Massachusetts to get her master's. She moved on with her boyfriend. And a couple years later, there was a sudden breakup. Heartbreaking, sudden breakup. So I get the phone call, and I'm crying. And she's like, I need an apartment. I need everything. Dishes, sheets, the whole shebang. So I got in the car, I drove to Massachusetts, we shopped, I spent 2 weeks, and it was, hard time in her life. When I got home, she called me and she said, Mom, thank you so much for all that you did for me. I don't know any other mom who would have done what you did. And what I realized that day is that every single mom on the planet would want to be there the way I was, but the moms who could afford to spend the money that I spent in those few days wouldn't be able to leave their jobs. And the moms who would have the time to go and take off and be there for those days wouldn't have had the money to buy the items needed. So this business gives us so much. So let the mom guilt go. I promise you, it's worth it.
And it's important because sometimes we think that because of our kids, we cannot do this business. And I want to say that because of our kids, we have to do this business. because they watching you. They watching you every single day, and we are the best teachers for them. We're the best example because they watch us every day and they repeat what we do, not what we say. You can tell your child, you can do whatever you want. You want to be an astronaut, you're going to be an astronaut. You're going to do this, you can do whatever you want. And then you are playing small, you are going into the 8 to 5 job, and you don't leave the dream that you want to have for your kids. And that's what they see. And then there comes the moment when they say, it's like, hey, so if I can have it all, why didn't you? And that's the tough moment to explain. And I think that if we include them and make it a conversation and show our kids, hey, I'm going to do it because of us. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for us. So later in the future, we can do whatever we want. We can have whatever we want in life. We can impact and change lives, not just for our own family, but for millions of families around the globe. And I think that kids, they appreciate it so much more. So when you explain and include them and let them be part of the solution, that's when they rise up. And I notice that they love when we give them a little challenges and we give them a little assignments, and just sometimes women include them like, hey, this is my goal, like this is my dream, let's do it together. And they love to be part of the solution. So I think that's what you, Mary Beth, was referring to, and it's important.
Girls, who run the world? Girls, who run this mother?